greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. What's up, y'all? I told you guys I was gonna come back today just to make up for yesterday, the live being a little messed up. Even though I gave you guys a live still, I still wanted to live up to what I said and meet you guys back this morning. So there's a lot we have to talk about. I'm back on the topics. I'm back feeling good. The energy's good. I want to give a shout out to, let me see, I want to get it right because it's my homegirl right here. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the Naughty Love Movement. Love her channel, beautiful queen. So salute to her. She's up right now doing a live. I'm gonna check it out right after I'm finished. Shouts out to all the content creators out there putting out good energy. You know it's always love. Okay, so oh my goodness, the energy is good today. So I'm feeling good. I got my water. Also, I like these little, I don't know, these little cranberry tropical thingies. Little in the water and mix it up so it won't be so, take the sugar out of your diets in these times and just make sure that, you got still got a little taste with it. So I'm trying to do my little mix and match. I'm just drinking better, eating better. Y'all know. So let's just kick it off like this. What I've seen the three suspects. I put a reaction out there on the three suspects that was arrested for the Julio Foolio passing. And as I'm watching them, this thing is played back and forth in my mind. And now I know that from his passing, what people have been saying online, that he's been going through some back and forth with a couple different artists. But when I look at this whole situation, the way it went down, a lot of people lost their lives in this Julio Foolio situation that people are not realizing. Let's take it from the top. Now, they said that at that birthday party that he was celebrating his birthday, the girl that was in the back, she's the one that got arrested. She was in turn one of the people that set him up, making the phone call to the people, getting him drunk as well. So now this is the first thing I had attacked that I this is the first thing I seen in this whole situation when I told you guys back a few lives ago. The people around you says a lot about you. So she's in the back trying to set him up, and they're watching every drink this guy pours down his throat to get him more intoxicated, so he doesn't realize what's going on or how to defend himself, or even think probable to not go to the next situation. They're setting him up, and look. I think the youth didn't realize this, but it's almost like Enrico. Who's ever involved in the situation, involved in the murder, is going to be still accounted for as for the murder. So she put herself and threw her life away because she felt like she wanted to set him up for her boyfriend or whoever she was messing with to come and, assassinate this man or shoot this man, I should say. And it's sad because when I look at the whole situation, everything could have been avoided. Now, number one, on Julio's part, it could have been avoided. Celebrating your birthday should be celebrated with the people that you know and love around you. That just goes without. In these times, celebrating your birthday with people that you don't know, and that's just totally dangerous. Nobody's gonna ever do that, especially when it's a time when you want to be most vulnerable, at least a little more vulnerable than the other day. You want to celebrate your birthday with people that you love. So that was Julio Fulio's first mistake. And number two, inviting people that you don't really know might have connect. If you have problems with somebody else out there online or wherever in your neighborhood, and you're having a party, you have to know at that point you can't let any and everybody in your party. You have problems, you have ops, you have enemies, you have people that want to harm you. Why would you celebrate your birthday party just letting any old body come? And just because they're females doesn't mean a female can't put you in a predicament to get yourself in trouble. How many times we've seen females just run off their mouth and get their boyfriends or husbands in trouble because they're thinking their husband could defend them and beat the world. And now they put themselves or their husband in a situation where they have to defend themselves, and now their husband gets hurt. It's the same thing. You having a female in there that's calling the ops or whatever, trying to set you up, it puts you in a bad predicament. These are things that we really got to look out for when it comes with people around us. That's number two. Number three, on the other side of things, it wasn't even worth it, y'all. What y'all gonna shoot a rapper down and think that's gonna worth it, and y'all gonna get away with it? If you look at this whole situation, everything was on camera. I'm surprised they didn't catch them on camera using the bathroom before they even went out and did this nonsense. It's ridiculous. The youth got to have something else to look up to, and they have to know how to solve their situations a little better than that. And when I'm talking about energy, I've seen a lot of back and forth. But let's real quick, just diving into this real quick. I don't like to jump into politics, but I was watching Angela Yee. Shouts out to Angela Yee. I always tune into her show. Angela Yee, she was she had an episode yesterday on Donald Trump and just some of the things he was been saying on just the whole election and everything and how he felt. And I just said, wow, Donald, Donald, that type of energy that you're putting out there, that's not the energy that. So I want to say shouts out to Kamala Harris because she doesn't have this type of destructive energy or separated energy. People in America, we have to come together and don't be tricked and fooled. We've been tricked and fooled for a long time. Don't fall for the nonsense. Please just go off of take your feelings out of it and this time use your mind and your brain. What would be the best for the majority of people? Even if in the majority we don't get to see the benefits of it, just know that there is some changes that will come. And that's all I have to say on the politics. It's a damn shame that people are using this like destructive energy to try to win battles. I told you guys the best energy you ever the best energy to use is your mental energy. That's the type of energy that's going to make you a better person and a better leader. So if you want to look for a leader, look for leaders that have leadership qualities, not qualities of people that just tear people down. Leadership leaders, they bring people together. Always remember that. Not telling anybody who to vote for or who to go this way for it that way, but all I gotta say, just leadership qualities. When you belittle people, down people, and not lift them up, it doesn't leave society in a good place. We've seen the damage that happens behind all of this nonsense and this putting out this bad energy. We see where it leads. It leads to destruction and war. We don't want that in these times. Remember, there's wars being won in different places and many different battles being won for mental energy and people not hurting each other. Working together to get one thing accomplished is that's gonna bring America in a better place. I think we all owe it to each other to just try to get the best for America right now. It's the place that we all thought that would be the place where it's the best place to live, and it is. We still feel like that, but it just needs a little cleaning up here and there. Real quick, in New York, out here in NYC, I told you this was gonna happen with the AI. I told you this was gonna happen with the AI, and don't think it's gonna stop here. There are so in the train stations now, selective subways have, when you walk through, they can tell if you have a gun up to a razor blade on you. So it's sensing any weapons on you. Now, what I see happening is in certain areas where they're finding a lot of these violence, they're going to be sensors going to be eventually put outside, and people have when they go through these things, it's gonna definitely gonna connect to you, your phone, wherever you go, and then you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. We're all being tracked. We're all being watched. Crimes are being solved by the second. You guys stay out of the crime. Use your mind. Stay out of the crime. Use your mind to get you more money. Don't use crime to get you more money because that eventually catches up to you. It's short money, money you can't put in the bank. We don't need that in these times. We don't need it. The better of ourselves, the better of America is going to be us sticking together. Trust me, that's going to the healing of all this mental health and all these trauma that's going around and families being hurt all the time. The only way we can heal that is understanding what each other is going through. And once we can do that, the healing process can begin. Not this fake healing people are just putting out just to sell people this fake healing stuff. No, we have to actually come together, not have to hold hands like back in the day, but just come together and make our ideas grow. That's what it's all about. My goodness. And rest in peace to Chino XL. He passed away. Um, I would say I don't like to call everybody legend, but he's definitely well respected in the hip hop community, and he'll be missed. I know by his family. Also, rest in peace to DJ Polo. I was just rocking Cool G Rap, and it's just time. We don't know. Time is so crazy. So rest in peace to all of the people we love in hip hop, as well as families out there that had subjected to gun violence and things that's been going on. Because it's an everyday cycle that we have to break. So I just wanted to get that out there to you guys too. And also rest in peace to the actress Erica Ash, and she passed at the age of 46 years old. Is saying, and she was in Scary Movie. I love Scary Movie. You guys know I'm a movie junkie, man. She was in Scary Movie. I'm definitely gonna definitely go look back at that and check the Scary Movie out. I think they had, if you guys want to check that out, I think it's free with ads on YouTube. Or if not, you guys can, I don't know how you guys are, maybe on your cable service you can look it up. But Scary Movie is one of the funny ones she was in. So rest in peace, man. God bless everybody's soul that, so, whether they die from violence, health issues, just rest in peace, healing energy to their families. Also, new Diddy news. I don't know how new this is, but it says that, there's a memoir, there's a memoir details Diddy abusing Kim Porter. So it seems like Kim Porter, Kim Porter is like, gone but never forgotten. This is when you put good energy out there, people. This is good energy is what makes people solve cases and what makes people come together to find some kind of solution. And it seems like Kim Porter, her energy out there, she was a very good person. And they have new details on Diddy. So how does this look? This whole Diddy situation has really turned hip hop into like a everybody has like a close eye on hip hop because of this Diddy situation. A close eye on the people that get charged with these allegations, man. It's scary. And then not only do us as the public and us as the just the regular people out there have to deal with that type of stuff, but in our neighborhoods, the influences from these sexualization, the over sexualization, all of that stuff is just like going seeping through everybody's neighborhoods, and people are and everybody's getting a taste of whether it's mental health or something to do with drugs or gun violence. Everybody's neighborhoods is becoming falling victim to this. So it all starts from a place, but it has to come to a point where we have to find out how to stop all of this. So as far as like the Diddy and the whole situation, I would love to for it to be resolved and people could find some kind of healing at the end of it all. At the end of it all, because this is the game hip hop of itself. What it was back then is not what it is right now. And I think the growth in what it is right now could be a benefit to it as far as the business side of it, and just as far as like, this time around maybe highlighting the people with more talent than hustle. And it can we can see change in hip hop as well as we're seeing change in society as well as the music, because the music is what's going to generate the change in the communities. So once the music starts changing and that energy starts changing, communities will want to lift other people up. Trust me. Once we come together, that's how we speak to each other. That's the language. That's the language and how we communicate. So if we're gonna communicate through the music, let's make it the best way of communication, of uplifting instead of just destruction. Because we've seen what destruction does as far as the drill music, kids killing older people. It's not a go. It's not gonna work. We get nothing out of it but broken hearts, trauma, and more mental health issues that leads into somebody else's household that has nothing to do with these situations. So it's sad, man. So people just take heed of what's going on in these times and see the people who are resolving things with war and see the people who are resolving things with their mind and stick towards the people that's more of trying to figure things out than try to just tear everything down and cancel stuff. Figure out, have try to get some dialogue with people. Try to see what's going on out there instead of figure things out yourself is what I would say in these times, because things could be very deceptional. I was very upset that Donald Trump, you got to do better than that. For a former president or a person that just been assassinated to come out of if your attempted assassination is so true, and you come out with that same energy and can talk down on people and how you want to separate people after that situation, something don't seem right about that. Something don't seem right about that. Something don't seem right about that. How you speak on other people and only you try to grab the minds of the youth of because you take a few people out of jail and pull people here and there. But that's not what every human being or every black person in the culture is dealing with. Not everybody's dealing with this jail time. Some of us are dealing with health issues. We're taking care of our family. The right amount of money being spent for teachers and nurses and things like that has to be upgraded. These not this foolishness of who's going in and out of jail and pulling. That's not a loud enough bark. Your bark is not loud enough. If you want to bring people together, that's not the way to do it. So I'm very upset with that. And whoever sees that ideology as being peaceful and they want to separate people, you guys got to really retract and think about what's going on in these times. The more we separate, the more America will break. When we came together, the strongest America was is when we was all together. Remember that. Everybody's from everywhere. It's a melting pot. It's a gumbo. But that gumbo makes us strong and makes us who we are as Americans. Don't ever let anybody fool you. When those guys go out there in war and come back out here with their wounds, there's nobody to wash them off. We have to turn that around. And the people that stand in front and hold down America and put their lives on the line, they have to be compensated. Everybody that puts out their energy, their mind energy, the things they learn to help uplift other people have to be compensated. And that's what it's all about. It's not about putting guns in everybody's hands and say point there and take them here and don't let them go there. That's not what it's about. America wasn't built on that. That's not what it's about. That's not what it made it this far from. We made it this far from sticking together. And that's what people don't see because of this whole social media. It has us so close but so separated because people seeing the wrong things and the deception that people think the way things are, it's not actually how it is. And it's sad because I can't believe so many people are falling for it. But we have to go through it. It's like a roller coaster. We got to go up and go down, and we have to brace ourselves when we go down, and when we go up, we got to open our eyes. We got to keep our eyes open. Don't close your eyes. Embrace what's coming and know what you have to do next. You have to take care of your family and mine as well. Because if we don't work as a community, forget what your background is. If we don't work as a community, as people, then we're going to crumble. We all know that. We know better than that. So I just want everybody to get their minds together and come from a place of love instead of coming from a place of destruction. That's the hate side. We all have a little side on us, but try to make your choices and make your decisions from a place of love and always think things out. I see a lot of people just making moves off of just quick decisions. Quick decisions don't make it right. Quick decisions don't make it right. Sit down and think with yourself. Am I making the right decision? And once you come to that decision, I can't knock you for whatever decision you come to. As long as you feel right within yourself and don't let social media and any outsiders tell you what is the right decision for you. And that's what I got out of this when I went back and I looked at everything and just how everything was going. That's what I can take out of this. The energy I got out of it, this was we have to come together. I can't tell you how I see things right now. Right now it's so red. The world is red to me. It's just very red, very red. And that's not a good thing. The world has to be blue of life and water and uplifting. Right now, the world is red. Everybody's at war in their minds and the streets. People don't know how to take things because of trauma. We got to do better, man. So I'm hearing, another thing that was a sad thing. Okay, so the person that, let's jump over to PNB Rock. Now, the teen that shot him down, he's going for this mental health, what can I say, like a mental health plea to get himself out of the situation, I feel. And let me tell you why. Because, yes, mental health does play a part in crimes and when things go down, but it does not play a part when it comes to murder. You still have to be accountable for what you did, whether you was out of your mind or you was in your right mindset. It doesn't matter when it comes to murder, and that's just how it works in America. You cannot feel you're gonna beat this case because I don't like the way the system is making people feel that when they hurt somebody that it's only like this jail is like a quick vacation and then it's not like that. It's not like that. The situation with Pop Smoke was completely different. It was a completely different situation, but I don't want the youth to look at that and feel like because that guy is out right now, that everybody that goes shoot down somebody in the street is going to be out like that guy. Everybody's situation is different. When he committed that crime, he was at an underage. Now, Not, and that's the reason why I can't stand when I see the older OGs misguiding the youth just because they can get smaller prison sentences, but it ruins their life. Those prison sentences, those small jail time sentences, takes away their whole credibility and trust in the world they're about to enter. They're not going to be able to get a decent job or be able to have a mindset that they can build something coming from places like that. We know what happens in those prisons, in those jails. People are losing their minds in there and don't think it's getting any better. So we have to keep our we have to make sure that what we put out there, though, these kids are taking everything in. So if they ever should come across some nonsense, they're gonna believe it. They're gonna believe it. So when you're looking out there and you see a guy come out of jail for murdering a rapper, that's not how it works. A rapper is a regular person too. Just because they have more money or they might have more things they put on the screen, the rappers have families too. So when you go out there now, you taking interviews with these wicked people that want to take your interview and just take it for the views. That's where you end up. You end up as a target. You end up as a target. And it's a sad thing because you can't think that you go murder somebody and just because the case or whatever gets twisted because of your age and you come out now, you're gonna jump on social media and you're gonna be this person that takes off with a whole bunch of views. It's in your heart you know it ain't right. Unless you have no heart at all. You can't do that. You're putting yourself as a target. And I'm not saying that I don't want to see you hurt. And I know you hurt him. It's just because it's going to be a going on and on cycle. Stay off of social media and don't get yourself involved in any gang activities. PNB Rock, the guy that shot him like that, his father was outside waiting for him and he pushed his son in there. You see the cycle that goes through his family, and he want to pull some mental health. Well, yeah, there's a lot of mental health in that. It comes from your whole family, but you still have to be accountable. Everybody should be accountable in that just for that claim that mental health claim. His whole family should be accountable for that murder. Because it's a damn shame that you're gonna pull up and put your own son out there to lose his life just because your life has been lost the whole time you sitting there. When you had your son, your life was lost, and you got the nerve to have your son go out there. You gotta see where people's minds and how they raising these kids. It starts from the home. So if you raising these kids to be some kind of soldiers or killers or just in defense all the time, what do you think when they go out there gonna do? They're gonna pick up a gun, and that's how they're gonna resolve their problems. And they're not gonna come out of jail. They're not coming out of prison, man. You got to wake up from all this nonsense that people are putting. They're making it. And I got to give shouts out. It's not everybody because I see a lot of the OGs on YouTube too. You got to give them a space. They're making it different. They're making it work. I see a lot of OGs that came out of prison, changed their lives, and they're putting that story out to the people. Instead of giving them stories about what they did in the cell, they're giving them stories of what they did outside of the cell and the things that got them in the cell, what they're doing to change that around. And I respect those OGs. You got to have some kind of respect out here for your elders. You hear your elders saying something stupid, you might not want to say dead in his face, but you know the correct way, but you're going to have to listen. And that's what's going on. People ain't listening out there. So there's some OGs out there that's leading the kids in the right way, and then they have some other OGs that out there that they're lost because they want to stay in where they feel most strong at. And we have to understand that if you feel most strong at putting fear in people's heart, you have nowhere else to go. If you strip that from you, then you feel weakless. You feel weak. And it's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to the youth just putting that energy out there when you know it ain't like that. Because it only takes a press of a button for the big dogs or a pull of a trigger and your life is out of here. Your life is out of here. Is it worth it? Is it worth stealing? Is it worth taking somebody's life because of some kind of friction on social media because they may no. People could make fun of me on my social media however they want. It's how I take it. I'm not gonna go out there and be sleeping under somebody's car or some laying up by somebody's window if it ain't worth it. Come on now. And the damn shame about this, y'all missing your targets. It'd be one thing if you had beef with somebody and you and him handle that like a man and y'all hit y'all targets. But you're missing everything. And what are you hitting? Babies, elderly people, people that's just random people that has nothing to do with your situation. And you think for 1 second that they're not gonna look at you like a terrorist. They don't want. That's the reason why I have my fashion. I take it so serious because I can't dress people like that. Because when they go out there, they get confused of you. I have to make everything original because so people can have a different outlook on our people. I can't put you out there looking like a damn fool because that's how they're gonna treat you. Don't go out there with this energy of that thinking that everything around you and the stuff that's going on is just supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, y'all. It's not supposed to be like that. We are smart enough to know that life is way better than people just going at each other. Just even a little car accident could start a shootout. It's like, come on, dude, that you can get insurance for that, but they don't see it like that. They just see the confrontation and then guns drawn. It's like, come on. And what about that girl, Stunner Girl? So they're not even saying if Stunner Girl, we don't know what happened. We know she got shot. And we also know that somebody, they were being very disrespectful. I was, man, when that girl started laughing at her for being shot, I said, I know people have their enemies, I know people have their ops, but just doing that energy, they don't even understand what they're actually doing. And then she gets shot, and nobody knows how she got shot. So let me tell you how this usually goes. Just because life is a cycle, and people don't understand that people seen these situations before. Now, I think that she might have probably accidentally shot herself. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. I'm just feeling allegedly she probably by accident shot herself, and that's how you know not knowing all these weapons in all these kids' hands and all these young people's hands, and they're not knowing that weapons are being upgraded, easier to press triggers and things to going off, and they don't know how to handle it because they just see it on TV, thinking it's not one in the chamber go off, hit them. A lot of this stuff is going on because people are miseducated on the weapons itself. They get the gun before they even know how to use it. It's sad. It's sad. Come on now, we got to be. I feel like the first thing America's gonna take to get everybody back in this I would say on the good foot is just having more trust and having more people off of just walking on eggshells every single day because they don't know what's next to happen. I feel like every train station, before you even go down in the train station or any through these big establishments, they're gonna have metal detectors and things that see through for the people coming in. Everybody, wherever you go now, is gonna be people are gonna have track of everything now. So forget about this who you are. We are becoming numbers because of how we treat people. Soon it'll just be numbers everywhere we go because everything we go through is gonna we have so many things that's digitally connected to us that we don't even know how to live without this stuff. And we're doing crime and we're doing this nonsense with this stuff and now we're being tracked and now we're going away for the rest of our life. You think it's not us, we're setting ourselves up. The pot is just keeps stirring and stirring and it's getting hotter and hotter. A new scam don't make the scam better than the last scam. It's just a new scam. People don't get it. Like, you gotta stop the scamming and the dipping and dodging and trying to get over on people. It ain't working in these times, man. If you don't want to deal with somebody, you don't want to work with somebody, just don't do it. That's just simple. Instead of going out there and trying to step out of your way to put somebody down or do something to somebody, because when it backfire on you, nobody's gonna have your back because the world sees it. Like I always tell you, we see the hate in you. We see the hate in you. See, once you feel out somebody's energy, you always catch it in between, just like some kind of like going back and forth. That's you always see the energy, like, oh, that's who you are. I get it. That's who you are. There's a lot of people out here just like it's like it's just kind of like the pot calling the kettle black. It's like, look, listen. If you don't better yourself internally, truthfully, you'll never change. No matter what outfit or whatever you put in front of the people, people understand it off of energy. People are getting smarter and smarter as the days to come. I'd be damned to have people come in this live and now learn something from it that they can take with them and go. So when you try to pull something on them, they're gonna turn around and say, "Nah, I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it." You can't be out here trying to trick people and fool people because it's not gonna work. And let's just take a quick break. Shouts out to Texas. Houston, Texas. The packages are coming. The packages are coming to Houston, Texas. Inspired by Dreams Shop, man. All my people out there, man. When you show love, you get love, man. That's what it's about. These people spending money on these labels and logos looking crazy, and these people don't even care about them. People are waking up though. People are waking up though. People are waking up though. I see a lot of celebrities shopping with the smaller brands like myself. People are waking up though. Shouts out to Young Jock for being one of the first, repping the brand, my last brand. So we got to get Young Jock back in here on the new brand. All the celebrities that want to, they have that heart and they see the love in people too. Remember, celebrities are families. We family the celebrities out there. We have family in these places, So the love is still in a cycle. We gotta start putting the love around instead of the destruction. We seen what it almost did to hip hop. It ain't hip hop. Hip hop could take a hard hit, but you ain't knock hip hop out though, cause people waking up. Yeah, you hit hip hop with a good one. You threw the money in front of their face, and for a minute, everybody was just taking grabs at the money, not caring about the music, just grabbing the money, pulling the money in. But after a while, when they was pulling the money in, and people started forgetting the names of the people in the old school that built the culture and started switching the culture around and putting these stories out, people started saying, "Wait, hold on, put the money down for a minute. Hold on. What's going on here? They're trying to. Oh, I see what's going on, and hip hop started patching itself back. That's the energy I get from hip hop. I'm not staying with these fools that's not understanding what's going on. Nah, hip hop is starting to realize, wait, hold on. We have to get some structure here. We have to get something going here before we get overtaken by some other genre or whatever comes in. The streams are fake. I showed you guys. Check it out. I got a reaction for the streams. Check it out. If you think I'm lying, after this live is over, check out the reactions to the streams that they're faking with the stream forums. And that's no disrespect to any artist. It's just going to show you the things that they respect in these companies. They respect just the fake numbers and the fake views. They don't even respect the music. You ask those guys 2 lyrics of those songs. Give me 4 of your best lyrics off of the new so and so album, and they couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell you. Meanwhile, little man, you ask your son, you ask your daughter, who's high, and they'll tell you they in the backseat bopping. All you gotta do is listen. They in the backseat bopping. It ain't the person that they put there, man. I'm telling you, it's all a trick. But you have to figure the trick out and monetize yourself while you in there. So get yourself in the things you love, protect it, and also stay with your people. That's a big thing in these times. That's a big thing in these times. Because we see our own people hurting our own people. But we can't let that distract us from anything. And I'm not talking about color wise. I'm talking about good versus bad. Wake up. Good people versus bad people. Good people, we have to stick together. When we see another good person trying to build their business, you see another good person trying to do it, get ahead, you help that person however you can. And don't think a good person ain't gonna look back on you, because we always do. We always do. We're the ones that people don't look back at. So now we have to take our leadership qualities and strongly pull ourselves up and bring the people that we feel that is the same as us, that needs to be there, so some kind of leadership and structures can be built in whatever we do. And that's how you protect yourself, your business, and who you are as a person, so nobody could on social media could jump on here and tell you who you are. You know who you are. I told you that. You know who you are. Why would you let somebody come here and tell you who you are over what, a joke? It's not a joke. Life is serious. If you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. The things you value, your morals, the things you came up with, the things that you don't like about other things, you know who you are. When you look in the mirror, you see who you are, so you have to better yourself from just getting your mind off of those people and the way they think. Because all they want to see is destruction, because they don't know who they are. I'm telling you. I see a lot of that nonsense going on, and we have to get it out of our we have to get it out of our thinking, that we have to scratch somebody out or cancel somebody to get ourselves ahead. Not only is that crab in the barrel, but those crabs in the barrel, they eventually get cooked. All of them, they eventually get cooked, man. That's just how it works. That's just how it works, man. We no longer want to be any crabs in the barrels around us. We want to be the people that catch the crab and sell the damn bucket. And that's where your mentality has to be. And when you're selling it, make it the best bucket. Catch the best crab. Do the best. Start doing the best. Stop just going for the hustle where it's just minimum. Low energy is minimum. It's like, come on. Minimum? You can't live like that. You gotta have high energy so you can think at the max. Because if not, where are we gonna? How do? It's not about what you're doing now. How do you want to leave here? You want to leave here with something. You want to leave here with leave people with something about you that they can take with them. A lot of these people leaving people with bad energy about themselves, and people carry that energy on for years and years and years to come. How they don't like these people, and how they did them this and that, and how so and so did that to him, and how I can't believe he did that to him, and after that, that happened. You don't want to carry that energy. You want to have the energy of people saying, "Nah, Mickey, nah, I was effed up that day, but when I heard this thing, I felt like I could get on to another day." And that carries on. That energy is the energy you could take on. That's what makes you stronger. People get on here and think it's like a fashion show. It really isn't. It's a mind game. That's what it's about. Whoever has the strongest this will win in the end. I'm telling you. That's the only way you can figure this whole America, this whole who loves who, and who's trying to the deception that they're putting in your face. Yeah, they're gonna pay you for it. Yeah, they're gonna pay you for acting like a fool. Yeah, they're gonna pay you for acting like a clown. Yeah, they're gonna pay you for downing your own people. Yeah, they're gonna pay you. But you're gonna have to live with that empty soul when your people can't see you for who you really are. It's a heavy burden. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Trust me. Being your authentic self, there's nothing wrong with that. People put this like as it being vulnerable. No, it's just being who you are. If you feel like you did wrong to people in the past, correct those wrongs and move on with a better life. Stop looking at people and just always thinking some kind of verses, me versus him, or that stuff is like it's 101. Start thinking on a higher level than that. That's so low tier. You can resolve your problems better than you do it. That's how I feel about, that's the energy I felt I wanted to bring to you guys. That's the energy that got me feeling like um, I'm more stronger than I, as mentally wise than yesterday, because just putting more strength or more better thinking into understanding things and how it works makes me feel this way. That's how I feel, man. That's just how I feel about today. Can I get some love? Can y'all at least like it up a little something for your boy, please? That's all I want. A little like here and there, share if you can, but a like could do it good. Makes helps the chat go around. It helps it go around, you guys. Trust me, trust me. We need the love. We need the love. We need the love. Let me see. What else I had? I had something else for you guys too. I hear a lot that I don't want to touch because it's all like it's too allegedly. That too allegedly drip. I can't deal with that. I can't do that stuff. How y'all doing though out there? Let me check it. Let me see what y'all talking about over here. I'm blind. Blessings, blessings. Much love. I love y'all. We gotta come together, y'all. We gotta come together, y'all. This is we in them times. We in them times, man. We in them times. That's all I can say. We in them times, man. No matter what we do, man, we can't just, even if, like how they say, don't let them see you out there fighting. If you're going to fight, go fight in the backyard, but don't let your neighbors see you out there fighting, man. Don't let them look at you like that, because they're going to look at everybody in the house and everybody like they act like that to resolve their problems. If you have to do it, go somewhere where only you and that person going. But don't go out there with that nonsense and promote that nonsense, because then they look at us as a whole like that's how we resolve our problems. And it's not. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. I'm happy y'all tuning in though. I love y'all though. I told you guys I was gonna be back here today. See, I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna come back. You know? But I see y'all like the I see y'all was still watching my the live I did yesterday outside. I did it outside and whatnot. But y'all still like that too. You see, that's how it goes though, man. Some I guess it's true. People don't mind if you, I guess, do it on your phone. I see how when I tried to do it on my laptop, everything was going out of the way, and I couldn't. It's like I couldn't connect. It was freezing up. And now when I go back to the phone, you guys are back showing me love. You can't. I can't complain. I can't complain. It is what it is, man. That's just how it works. Some people just they appreciate you for just whatever you have and however you can connect with them. So I really appreciate you guys for that. I was trying to get it all, have the show and the things going around, but then I'm probably gonna have to do it later on when I get it together. I don't know. Maybe it's the OBS is messing up on me. I'll check it out. But for the most part, man, I'm glad you guys are tuning in today, man. Love you guys. There's a lot more things that I want to bring out today. I probably drop a reaction video for you guys today. I wanted to show you, and yeah, man. So I really appreciate you guys, man. There's a lot of things. So you want to, and before we get out of here, I always touch on a little relationships. Man, I see. Me still, I still feel like Rihanna and ASAP. That's one of the top relationships that I feel like has a. It's definitely Jay Z and Beyonce. That's two of my favorites too. But there's a lot of relationships out there that I feel like the youth could draw from, and they can build a long term relationship and from taking certain things. But there's a lot of relationships out here that it's just so short that one day you see them post that they're together, and you give it another 2 weeks, and you see the breakup post, and they're on one of these websites explaining why they broke up. So it's all about getting to know the person that you. If you have plans of any long term plans takes long term commitment. So if you have long term plans, or even if you're looking for long term, you're not gonna. The approach is not to get all information on one time. The approach is to eventually, excuse me, the approach is to eventually just break things down and eventually day by day get to learn that person. The faster you go, the faster everything is gonna just explode for you guys. Sorry. The faster you want to learn everything about your partner, it doesn't say anything. It just says you're speeding through this relationship and it's not gonna last. It's gonna be short. When you long term thinker, you want to break it in pieces. Take your time. That's what I would say. Relationships need time. Take your time. 2 weeks, y'all break up. What the hell? No good. No good. No good. No good. No good. Being that the ladies have a forefront as far as the money and they're taking the lead in these relationships, it doesn't mean that they necessarily have to take the lead in the relationship. Just a lead as far as the finance and the income doesn't necessarily mean you can't bring something to the table that you can make the relationship better. So that's all I'm saying about that, man. You guys gotta really look up to the better relationships instead of the ones that are getting erased all this time. Like Nelly and Ashanti, great relationship. We're all looking forward to see the babies grow and a bunch of family, a bunch of singers, little ones here and there. It's gonna be dope. So keep the love in your family and everything is gonna be good, man. You guys stay tuned for the reaction video I got dropping today. It's gonna be dope. So I'm not leaving you guys. I'll be here with you all day. Love you guys and thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate all of you guys. And yeah, peace.